We're going live. Do it live.
Fuck
We're
it.
doing it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Oh, I love that rant so much. It's so hilarious to me. I mean, that is it is just losing your cool on camera.
Hmm?
All right. There it
I
is.
forget. Was that real or is that like a fake thing?
No,
that
it wasn't
you-
fake. It was actually him it was a thing that wasn't shown. It was cut, but basically it was Bill O'Reilly getting upset because the teleprompter well, it had the wrong text on it. That was the issue. I believe that
Fair
was
enough.
the issue. All right, new game. Are you seeing the stream okay?
Let me see.
What the?
I have not yet seen it pop up. I'm still waiting for it to pop up.
I should have went live already. Let me check my dashboard. Your dashboard is live. Had the wrong text on
Okay,
it.
there we go. It just popped up.
Your dashboard says it's live. Right, we are in the green. So, yeah.
I see that it's live. It says so on your channel, but it doesn't show me where
I can
the
link it to you
video
directly
is.
if you want.
No. Don't worry. I will find. Alright, I got it.
PG-13 Predator TV series reportedly coming to Disney Plus. Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Why? Good lord, why?
That sounds fun.
PG-13 though? I mean, isn't Predator supposed to be R? No, that's what it needs to be, but
I can see everything. There we go.
Alright, so you got it?
Yep.
Alright. Now if you want to, if you don't want to delay, I can have it streamed directly to you as well, into this channel. That way there won't be any delay for you, if you prefer that.
Yeah. That's fine.
Alright.
Do whatever's you comfortable. Just know
Alright.
that this is going to be terrible. Everything's going to be terrible.
Alright, I am streaming it to this channel as well. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this won't have any delay for you, so you can see all the TISM live. Let's
Okay.
begin. Also, Toon Moon just said, hello, all my E-words.
Wait, I forget.
Hello.
Can I hear it on this as well, or
You
no?
can.
Okay, good. Because Fody is the best part of any of this.
Alright. Let's see. I don't know the detail level's important in this, but alright. Okay, what in the heck is this? What are these? These controls are weird.
Yeah, everything about this game is weird. You're gonna have to get used to it.
Why is the hammer is like very...
That is the only control you have, is moving around that hammer. That's
I don't
it.
have anything else?
There's nothing else to the game. Very
I-
simple, right?
It's kind of unresponsive to my movements. It's weird. Whoa.
You gotta get over that tree.
Okay.
You got it. Now do it slowly. This guy is really strong. His core strength, so you can stretch out really easily. He's got like really solid core strength.
Like, yeah, you're telling me, like, Jesus Christ, he can lift his whole body and that huge pot over himself, like, over the ground without any issues. Come on, man, pick yourself
Put
up.
it underneath you and push yourself up. Like launch, yeah. Oh no!
It got stuck again. Come on.
We get over the first tree.
Come on, you...
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
Huh?
So it
If you
begins.
deleted your homework the day before it was due,
How come I can't get out of this?
as I have,
I'm stuck.
or if you
can.
left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an
You
hour
have
in
to
the
launch
commute.
yourself.
If you won some money
Did you
at the
get
casino,
yourself stuck
and then all your
already?
winnings
Oh
were
my
red
God.
and came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then
Put it on
immediately
the
dropped
little
food
branch
on it.
up top, and then
If you won an argument
there we
with
go.
a friend
go from there.
and then later discovered that they just returned to their original
Hey, that works.
view, starting over is harder
Hey!
than starting up.
I did it.
If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much.
Too much.
Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
You have no idea. He's just warning you.
All
If
right.
you have a bad
Thanks for
day-
coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Don't worry. I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
Careful. Whoa. That. Come on. You son of a. No!
So yeah, Bennett Potty made this game.
As a joke?
And
This
no,
game is a
no, it
homage
was
to a free game that came out in
I was about to
2002
explain.
titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are
Whoa,
rough
whoa, whoa,
assemblages
whoa, whoa.
of found objects. Designers slap them together
Jesus,
very
what?
quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as
No,
polished
whoa!
products.
No! No, god damn it.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the
what-
perfect embodiment of
What
a B
is
game.
with this guy? You'll fling
It's
me
built
across
almost entirely out of found and recycled
the...
parts.
Ah!
And it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself
Jesus,
up a
what
mountain
the-
with a hammer.
Well,
That act of climbing,
this guy
in the
is
digital
like
world
all
or in
over
real
the
life,
place.
has certain essential
Yes.
properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
Hey, whoa. Why is there a coffee cup? A
I don't know.
Starbucks
Why
coffee
not?
cup. Oh, what's
Why
that?
not?
I
So,
have
yeah.
no clue.
You can do this, man. I believe.
Whoa. No!
Oh,
Damn it. Now, I will say, this is still better than having to play Fallout 76.
That's fair. Max attack. Hello.
Hello, Max Attack. Thanks for maxing your attack on this wonderful experience. That was terrible.
This is the greatest game.
Ever made?
That is.
In
Yes.
the same way that
yeah.
Food Fight is the greatest film ever made?
Exactly.
I'm sure.
See, you're starting to get it. You're starting to get it.
Whoa, don't.
I do not value games and movies for their actual objective qualities. I value them for how much rage and despair.
Anyway, when you
they
start
can
Sexy
cause.
Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it,
No, damn
exploring
it.
the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct
Unless you're
equipment or
playing
just
Dark
by
Souls.
spending enough time. In
That's
that
true.
sense, every
Huh?
pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking
That is
is
true.
real.
Come on. God damn it.
Just, I am amused.
This is gonna be pain, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolute pain.
Uh huh.
I can kind of see it.
And it'll be great. Max Attack, you are entirely correct.
This game is made of tears, despair, and smashed keyboards. But you don't even use the keyboard to control this game.
That you just need to throw something, and the keyboard happens to be the closest thing. Oh no, you fell!
No, don't forget.
Oh
Oh
no!
no! No!
There you go. You got it. Got it. Carefully. There you
Where
go.
am I supposed
If
to
it-
go from here? Let me check.
Go up. There you go. So,
There's a
yeah,
little
see that
girder
red
there.
beam? Yeah, that red girder. That's what you're aiming
Oh,
for.
fuck.
So you gotta jump over the other side and then.
Don't get. Christ. God damn it. No! Get up there, you faggot. Don't!
You can do it, man! If it makes you feel any better, you're doing way better than Silent King.
No. Okay. Come on. Am I doing better than Salad King? How far did he
Yes.
get in the first 10 minutes?
He got up to that girder, and then
The
he
obstacles
fell
in
all the
section
way back
hiking are
down to the bottom.
unyielding,
Whoa.
and that makes the game uniquely
I'm here.
frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating game.
No,
The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it,
Come on!
and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder.
Come on!
Imaginary mountains build themselves from our
How do
efforts
you-
to climb them.
How do you even...
And it's our repeated attempts to reach
have
the
to get
summit
the light.
that
Come
turns those
on.
mountains into
Lights.
something real.
No, stop!
When you're building a video game world,
Come
you're building with
on.
ideas.
D-
And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with.
Wait, I'm
And
just...
in the process of
Wait a
playing with
minute.
them,
Does this
they
guy
begin
have
to harden
eyeliner
and
on?
set until they're
Yes.
immutable,
What the
like
hell?
rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new
No.
ideas.
You almost got it.
Come on, you...
Yeah, I've
Yep.
seen it, Max Attack. A guy did a speed run of this in under a minute. It
A
took me about
minute?
11 hours. Yeah, it took me about 11 hours.
You
to-
played...
till I
You
got
played 11 hours of this?
it. Yes.
No!
I'm a very determined person.
No. Go, get back up there. You son of a... Come on, get on that lamp, you... Come on, lamp! Get on the lamp!
Get on the lamp!
Get on the lamp!
You got it! You got it!
Yay!
Oh, now you gotta launch yourself up and grab the next lamp. Oh boy! Oh boy!
Come on.
Go!
I would actually
Go!
pay... I would actually pay money to see Angry Joe play this.
Yes. I would pay money to see Mauler or Rex play this.
Oh God, April Fools, play this.
Oh no,
Good.
they're telling jokes in the comment section. No, stop it, guys.
A guy did 2 minutes. Maz, Max Attack. Want to hear a joke? Sure. What? What did he say?
I'm scared. I'm scared to see what he says. I don't want him to
Well,
say
he's probably
anything.
gonna say something like "E-Man is gay" or something like you.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, that's just me stating fact. I'm not
Well,
joking.
here's the thing. I may be gay, but I'm also Alfarius.
That is true,
D- c-
which makes things much more Wait. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Nice. You're doing so much better than Salad King. It's almost disappointing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa. Wait. How
Do you know how much? Do you know how long it took Salad to get to this point?
Okay,
Careful.
so how do I even get up that sheer
You have
cliff
to
face?
get up onto the top of that and then launch yourself off to the other side.
All right. Nope. Come on. Come on. Whoa, no.
Oh no!
God damn it. God damn it. What? I thought the tree was static, you...
Nope, it was not.
You fuck
the
you,
background.
fuck you, game. Fuck you, game.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna have to take forever to get on that lamp again. If I even get to the lamp. Come on, you lamp.
Oh, boy.
Shit.
So for those of you who have never played this game, the best way I can describe it is, let's see. If any of you have ever watched the Not So Great debate, just imagine that in game form.
You just... but isn't the not so great debate a circular argument?
Yes,
This
and
isn't a
you will
circle.
go in circles in this game a lot.
Will I? Does this game have good level design or something?
No, I just mean you're gonna fall to the bottom at some point.
Oh no! Wait, well, you can.
You can get to the top if you're like incredibly good at it.
Oh god! If it took you 11 hours, I don't have a chance. Come on, you.
Like that time where you just fell right there back onto the red beam. If you had fallen just a few feet over, you would have fallen right back to the bottom.
Like before the tree.
All
or...
the bottom, right after the tree, all the way down.
No, come on. You son of a bitch.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if this is entertaining or boring to you guys.
I am entertained beyond your wildest dreams. There you go. You're on top of the light. You can do it. No! No!
No, come on. Give me some leverage, you goddamn game.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
No.
Minute Fun is the best. Do-do-do-do-do.
I don't even
There
remember
we
half
go.
of these from when I watched this. All those, like, I think it was more than like two.
That was
it's
years.
2017, so that's like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, about.
But yeah, well, while we're all watching E-Man do this lovely game, the two people who are talking in chat ask a question of either myself or E-Man. Make it as
No!
complex as you want.
Ah!
Oh no! Oh,
No, you fucking no!
That's a deep frustration. A real punch in the gut.
What do you mean it's a deep punch in the gut? You designed it, you bitch! God damn it! God damn it!
oh, fuck.
Stupid hammer! No, back!
Oof.
No! No! Why? No, get me back up, you fuck! No! God damn it! No!
Oh boy. Okay, so Ultimate Agent 25 wants to know if you saw the Louis Calibre in EFAP YouTube chat.
The Louis Calibre? What's that? I didn't watch that
I don't know.
because I had. I mean,
Oh, it
I
happened
did it.
again.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh!
Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
I did a stream with Southpaw that was like 8 hours long, and I didn't have it in
Yeah.
me till I had a lot of things I needed to do afterwards that I like,
So he was in his own stream that Mahler was in before EFAP.
and I had to do all my
then-
stuff for the day. I had to fold all my, I had to do all my laundry, fold all my clothes, put all my change all
Yeah.
the sheets out. I had to prepare
prepare
my lunch for
himself
tomorrow.
mentally.
Prepare my lunch for tomorrow. I had to do a lot of stuff, so I didn't really have it in me to watch another stream. But now that I'm done with all that, I can suffer through this.
Aren't you so glad you got all your chores done?
Ah, fuck no! Stupid coffee cup. I thought that was a static object. Why would you bait me like that, game dev? Fuck you.
Just like how you thought that tree was actually something you could grab onto.
Don't tell me there's more of that shit. No!
Always.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down.
Shit.
Mary Pickford.
Who? What the fuck are you on about?
Mary Pickford.
Who's
Look,
that?
man. Listen to these words of wisdom.
Did this guy get any death threats for this game? I'm serious.
So many.
Like more than the guy who made Flappy Bird?
I kid you not. Salad's reaction was he wanted to know where he lived, so he looked up where he taught, because this guy teaches at university.
Oh. Wait, who is Calibre though? What does he do?
Who? The guy who makes this?
That's his name?
Oh, no. Ultimate Agent. Who is Louis Calibre and why do we care about him? He has
Sounds like-
5.2 million subs.
Yeah, and who is he and why do we care about him?
What does he do? Here, let me look him up real
Don't tell me he
quick.
thinks The Last Jedi is good, does he?
Louis Calibre. Okay. 5.2 million subs. It looks like he does GTA stuff.
Oh, is he one of these Let's Be Jimmy types?
Yeah.
I hope not.
3 years later, it looks like he does a lot of editing stuff. Some Pokemon Go stuff. So he seems to go all over.
No,
the
fuck!
place.
God damn it!
Going down the road feeling bad.
What is this song?
It's the greatest song.
Going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Going down the road feeling bad, and I ain't going to be treated this away.
Yodeling?
All sure, back up.
Play them blues that boy playing.
I love this song.
Could you play something more classy, like, I don't know, Take Me Home Country Roads or something?
Take me home. I'm not sure if that.
Well, these are all royalty free, I assume.
No, not all of them.
Down in jail on my knees and I ain't gonna
I think he picked them based on which ones are the most annoying.
You know what's funny? In the live stream, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, he confused me for Jay for a minute. And
Oh, apparently this Louis Libre guy gave Mauler a shout out and he has 5 million subs. That's nice.
I remember Sargon giving Mauler a shout out that gave him a big boost. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Predator of all things that got
Yeah.
Sargon to notice Mauler. He's like, wow, this was awful. Oh, look at this
It
video
is
about it.
funny. Now this music started to get annoying for me because I want to talk with you, but it's so loud.
If you want to turn down the game, by all means.
No, never. I will stand beside you. But yeah, I love it at this point that like this YouTube community is becoming so interconnected. Like a year ago, would you have said that Sargon, PSA Sitch, and Mauler were all gonna be in a group together?
Doing what though?
Just being friends, knowing each other. Watch yourself!
No! Fuck!
Oh,
God damn it! Fuck!
no! Oh no! The song is still going!
The song's still going!
It's still going!
Down, boy, turn down.
Calm down, boy, calm down.
Shut up.
Hey.
Oh boy. There we go, song's over for you.
Thank God. Now, if he says one more thing, I swear to God. And this guy teaches what? At what university? Like, what's his
I
profession?
forget what he teaches, but he does a New York university. Let me see. Bennett Folly. Let me check.
Like, is that like a thing? Like imagine that's like the thing in his curriculum. Like, I made this game. You may have played it one time. It was poorly received or something like that. Does this game like have a negative reviews on Steam or anything?
The soul
Oh,
would
fuck!
have no rainbow, had the eyes no tears. John Vance Cheney.
What is that?
What does that even mean? What does that mean in context to this? The rainbow had no eyes, only tears. What does that even? God damn it!
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
But wait, that doesn't make any sense.
What does that have to do with this?
Oh boy. That was a good quote, man. I liked it. Anyways, continuing my research, Bennett. Why am I on Yahoo? What on earth? Get on Google.
Or DuckDuckGo, anything, not Yahoo. Everybody says use DuckDuckGo because Google censors everything, but you know.
So he is a game designer based in New York, and
okay.
trained as a moral philosopher.
Is he a Jew? Because only the Jews can make something this horrible.
Going edgy, I like it.
Well, what do you expect? I'm pissed.
Apparently Louis... Oh, Louis is that weird monkey dude. I remember him now. He made videos with C-Nanners and Vanos Gamings and stuff like that.
Wait, he liked Mauler's vids?
Yeah.
Wow.
Give him a shout out.
Vanos Gaming. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, that's a
He's
big
one of
channel.
his friends. Yeah, Louis one of the friends of Vanos.
Well, that's pretty interesting. I think
Yeah.
isn't Vanos Gaming KSI's brother?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's like his
I
KSI's
haven't watched
younger brother.
Vanos or C-Nanners or any of that group in so long.
Oh, why does it launch me when I? For God's sake! Stop it! You don't. Tick 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 tick.
See, there are a few tricks to this game that can't really
Tricks?
be explained. You just have to learn them over time, and it makes
Yeah,
it
because
so
he
much
intentionally
easier.
made it inconsistent. Like, you know how people complain about Dark Souls 2's like tismy, like inconsistent hitboxes. This is like
But
that.
he explained it to you. He couldn't bring himself.
Like, look at that. How did
down
I
the
launch
challenge.
myself that high? That makes no
E-Man,
sense.
E-Man, he's already explained. He's it's the player's fault, not the game. Okay,
What?
player's fault. Yeah, he
I
said
thought
that.
it was always the other way around. Don't hate the player,
Nope,
hate the
no.
game.
He's very clearly explained. Everything that happens here is your fault. Also, according to Wise Wolf, the Steam page has very positive reviews.
Wow, they're, okay. It's nice to know.
Yes.
What if I turn this over here? No, come on. Come on. Yes.
There you go. There you go. Now you got it.
Take this thing.
But yeah.
slow.
Anyways, so I was saying it last time before E-Man fell off and I started laughing super hard. But while we're just sitting here waiting, ask any question to me and E-Man. Even
Well,
if it's
actually, I do have a
questions we
question for
cannot
you.
possibly know.
I do have a
Yes.
question for you, Aylin.
Yes.
So I asked this to Salad King one time. I wanted you to know as well. If you could have any two YouTubers duke it out in the boxing arena, who would they be? You can be anybody. It can be any two YouTubers. It can even be groups like Watch Mojo or something if you want.
No. I'm gonna think of a single person.
My pick would be like Vsauce versus fucking Jake Paul.
I think.
No, not Jake Vsauce.
I think I
Vsauce
would
versus
want the guy from Game Theorists.
Matt Pat.
Yeah, Matt Pat versus PewDiePie.
Matt Pat versus PewDiePie. Well, that's gonna be
Yes.
interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes. The Finnish man versus the others.
Versus the Matt Pat.
Exactly. But yeah. And you said it was who for you?
It's like Vsauce versus I forget the I haven't thought about this in a while. It was Vsauce's versus somebody else because I thought it'd be
Jake
just
Paul?
funny to see. Not Jake Paul because we already have Logan Paul versus KSI. I was thinking like Vsauce versus
Vsauce here, and I'm about to show you how to remove a human spine with your bare hands.
maybe Vsauce versus Quentin.
Wise Wolf wants Wolf and Anomaly Inc. I don't know who Anomaly Inc.
Wolf
is.
versus Anomaly Inc. Why? They don't hate each other or anything.
No, but if you could. His last suggestion was Wolf versus Rags.
Oh, you're right. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? But
Now, the way
if you
that
don't
this
know him,
match starts,
Anomaly
though-
Inc. is a guy I know. He started making with memes, right? But he has made a lot of videos, including the very famous Dumb and Dumber
Wait, I've
video
got it.
for Game of Thrones. Remember that?
I've got it, dude. I've got it.
Who do
Alright,
you- who's
you
your
ready
pick?
for this? I'm a genius, okay? I want you to know this before I say anything. I am an absolute genius, okay? Okay?
Okay.
I want a match between Salty and Replicant.
Oh, good lord! Why would you do that?
And the way I'll start that fight is I'll ask them.
When you
If
say salty,
subject-
do you mean a salty one from the Rooks Cantina,
Yes,
or do you mean somebody
yes.
else?
Salty one.
Oh well, they are both pretty tism.
Exactly. But whose Tism would win?
I would want Replicant Films versus No Bullshit, honestly.
Oh, that might be fun. Although, I don't know. No Bullshit might be a little left-wing for Replicant.
Jesus Christ. That's saying something. God, I can't get past this goddamn... It's this one part I can't get past.
Yeah, Salad was having the same issue.
It's like, what? Who designed... You know, it's just like,
I
I
mean,
just
to be
finished playing
fair-
through Doom from beginning to end, a game with game with really good level design and mechanics, and then I play this. Just
Yeah, a game with really good level design and mechanics.
Fuck. No. Okay, how do I get this out of here? No, stop it. You tismy. Fuck. Can I climb you? No! No!
I feel that in me,
God
the peace
damn it!
of all earthly dignities,
Son of a
a
bitch!
still and quiet conscience. William
Still and
Shakespeare.
quiet. Oh, William Shakesman. There we go. We got William Shakesman quote in there.
Oh, you shut the fuck up, Wilhelm Shakespeare. This is... Oh, I've fallen to the same point like 3 times now.
Yes.
So Salad actually wanted to know where this guy lives.
Yes.
I just want to know what
Can
this guy
you
was
understand?
doing during the development of this. Was he high?
No, he actually explained he wanted people to be challenged. He wanted a real challenge for people.
By making it broken.
Exactly.
Oh, I also
Yeah,
found out about
I'm gonna
something
find
really
my own
disappointing, though.
quotes.
I
Yeah?
found out about something today that was like, while I was doing my daily exercise routine, I found out something really disappointing.
What?
So apparently, the only person I heard it from was...
You cannot now believe that you will ever feel better. But this is not true. You're sure to be happy again.
You're
No
sure
one
to be
is.
happy again.
Simply believing it
Why you
will make
gotta
you
rub...
less
No!
miserable now.
Why would you rub salt in the wound, you creature?
Abraham Lincoln.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what I was saying was, I found out from it was only Yang Ya that reported on it, so he's the only person I know who did. But apparently, CD Projekt Red, they said in an interview that while the Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer is nowhere close to completion and it won't be ready at release or for a long time after, they said they're gonna add microtransactions to it, and that's really disappointing.
Oh boy. See, now that's something, like, I know you guys were getting on Geeks and Gamers for putting his thing on that, but that's something to criticize them for.
Like that, I don't even know what type of microtransactions they're gonna go for, but the fact that the word is even mentioned is like, no, please.
Well, still,
There are good ways to do it, but usually it's either season. What do they call them? Not season.
the go-to example I always go to is League of Legends, where you can pay for like skins and stuff like that don't
But you
actually
pay for actual
affect the game.
champions, though.
No, you can to get them faster, but you don't need to. You get them pretty fast on their own.
Yeah, but like here's the thing: as a person myself, I just don't like microtransactions anywhere I see them. So
I guess, but in League of Legends' defense, it is a free game.
yes, but here's the thing: Cyberpunk 2077, even though the single player portion they mentioned, there's nothing monetized in that. I mean, they said they're adding a multiplayer to it, which is fine. I don't really care for it if they are going to, but the fact that they said, oh, we're going to have some sort of... They said, I mean, the quote is wise monetization, which sounds like something EA would say.
Oh, and Raven1X says hello.
Hello, Mr. Raven 1X. But,
You back to your favorite part?
the main thing, Aelin, though, I mean, like, here's the thing. I have to stick to my guns with this because, like, I despise them anywhere they show their ugly faces, you know?
See,
I can't be like,
I
it's
think
okay. I
that's
can't
a
be like,
little-
it's okay if CDPR does it.
Well, again, I think that's contextless. Context matters, because if it's a free game, a microtransaction might be the only way they can make money.
Well, the single-player portion, I hope it's... I mean, they said in that little snippet that I heard that, like, we want to make it worth the money, but that's for the single-player part, which I'm sure will be worth the money, considering how long Witcher 3 was and how much content I got out of it. I mean, I have, like, close to, like, more than 200 hours in that game for my 1.5
So-
playthroughs.
I'm gonna give you a tip, because I'm not sure you realize that darker piece of rock is real. It's not in the background.
What darker piece of rock?
The one on your right.
The giant one?
Yeah.
But I knew it
That
was
is
part of the
real.
environment.
So when you get to the top, just launch yourself to the top of that. Anomaly Inc. is a series called Revenge of the Prequels, and he unironically likes Nickelback. Really?
For years
And
now,
Max.
people have been
Oh!
predicting that games would soon be made out of
for
prefabricated
God's
objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part,
No!
that hasn't happened,
Damn it!
because the objects in the stores
Damn
are
it!
trash. I don't mean they look bad, or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context.
So good!
And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In
What?
the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
What does that mean?
He's saying that he's making. Oh no! Oh no! Poor Me Blues by Edna Hicks.
I left my mother.
Oh my god, the scratchiness! Oh my-
Was a man that
Oh boy, this is great. This is great.
But Aelin, wait. Alright, sorry. Somebody said in the chat, I think Max Attack said, I bet it's going to be $60 at launch with no multiplayer and microtransactions everywhere. Well, no, because they said there is no multiplayer at launch, and they never mentioned microtransactions for the single-player portion. They said we're
The
not
single
touching
player
that.
at least will be
Non-untainted.
okay.
And
Which again, if it's gonna be cosmetics and stuff, that's fine.
But they said themselves, we don't put microtransactions in single-player anything.
Okay, that's good.
Ah, fuck!
Oh, he's down!
It's like this game hates me.
Yes. And Raven, yes, he lost a bet, so I bought him this game.
Yeah, I lost the bet. I died too many times playing Doom the other day, so yeah.
And yeah, that's why I'm here. I am enjoying myself immensely.
Yeah, enjoy my suffering, why don't you?
It's sort of like, this is just a repeat of me and Baggins watching Battle of the Bastards with you.
Oh, you mean like, and pointing out how it's really bad?
Everything's awful. Yes.
Yeah.
I take joy
You
out
know
of
what? After
destruction.
Game of Thrones Season 8, I don't even want to defend anything in Game of Thrones anymore.
No, like I've actually seen people try to go back and attack stuff now that's actually really good, just out of sheer rage.
Well, yeah, because they butchered it. Well, yes, the unironically good stuff, it's not like I don't appreciate it, but I just don't care for Game of Thrones anymore. Like, it's not worth defending
Well,
anything about it.
It's sort of like if you watch Star Wars Episode 6 now and you know Palpatine's coming back. It's like, oh, Palpatine died, quote unquote.
No, for God's sake. Well, yeah, but like, here's the thing. I am one of those people who's actually capable of, like, if something is separable from the canon, I can just pretend it doesn't exist.
That's fair.
Like, for example, with Toy Story 1 through 4, right? I can just pretend 4 doesn't exist because it really has no impact on the first 3 at all.
That's fair.
Now, Southpaw, on the other hand, he's different. He thinks, like, yeah, it ruins the other 3 for him, which is fine for his subjective take on it. But, like, for me, I'm like, yeah, I'll just pretend this movie that's really trash doesn't exist.
And you're down. I thought you were gonna fall there. I'm sad.
Mr. Max Attack still hasn't said anything about what I mentioned.
Yeah, we'll see.
What I'm trying to say is, like, I want to give CDPR the benefit of the doubt because they were the one company that just gives the middle finger to those people like EA and Activision, and they created a ton of goodwill because they made Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is one of, if not one of the best, like, it's one of my favorite games of all time. So, like, they definitely...
Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Mary Fry.
What does that have to do with this at all? What does that have to do with this at all? Answer
Do
me.
not stand at my grave and cry, man. It is not me there.
The dead can't hear us. Yeah, good for you. Yeah,
This is
dead can't
the
hear us. Good for
epitome
you.
of just like somebody took a psychology course in college and they're just spouting this stuff.
It kind of sounds like it, which is interesting considering he's a game designer and not a psych professor.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, what is that? How many devastating falls? What is
Yeah,
it?
how many are we on now? I think it's like 7 or 8. Somebody count. Go through and count. How many are we at?
Come on.
Anomalies Revenge of the Prequels series is pretty good. Is it?
Well, yeah, I made a video because I did like his videos about the prequels as well. I also liked his Dumb and Dumber vids about how, well, the writers are essentially Dumb and Dumber for Game of Thrones. They pretty much are. He got so many views off of those. You should see him, Aelin. Like, he got like 1.8 million a piece.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, and like he basically kickstarted the whole David and Dan are dumb and
Okay,
dumber thing.
warning. They're now talking about a porn game called Subverse.
Oh, has that come out yet?
What is it?
It's essentially a crowdfunded VR porn like game. You basically pick a waifu. You can either design it or it's a character that already exists in a piece of media, and you can just. It's literally a waifu simulator. Like it is.
That is incredibly weird.
It actually has real gameplay and shit. It's weird as all hell. Tim Pool tried to get it taken down.
Look, man, I'm inspired by Bennett Foddy, so I'm gonna start doing quotes. Are you ready?
This better be good.
Be strong, because things will get better. It may be stormy now, but it never rains forever.
Who said that?
It was a Valentine letter.
Oh, for. Okay.
We must accept finite disappointment, but we must never lose infinite hope.
What does that even mean?
MLK.
MLK?
Yes.
Luke, I am your father. Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. There we go. Okay.
Be careful. Even in defeat, Saruman is dangerous. Lord of the Rings, Gandalf the Grey.
Exactly.
The White, sorry.
Oh boy. For once, I thought that E-Man gameplay lost over 100 millions of dollar? Dollar? What? I don't know what that means, Ravon. I'm sorry.
Right, so so Max Tech, what I was saying was like they said in their statement, it was like a very small snippet from their long ass interview. It was like a blink and you miss it quote as well. Basically, they were saying the interviewer asked him about, are you going to monetize the multiplayer? And he said, it's way too early for us to have a definitive model for anything, but we are going to go for some wiser monetization, so it's worth the money or something like that. I don't know what that means because it sounds like something EA would say. I mean, am I wrong to even say that? It sounds like something EA would say.
Hang in there. Don't let it get to you.
Don't
But
let it get
also-
to you, man.
Let it get you a little bit.
What? Let it get to you a little bit? What?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, first off, gameplay. It's not a VR game. It's kind of like a Mass Effect game, but with more alien
It's not a VR game? I thought
censored
it was.
words. With shump mechanics and XCOM ground combat.
Wait,
You know what
really?
shump
They're actually putting a lot of
mechanics means?
effort into this? Well, that's interesting.
What is a shump mechanic?
Look that up, I guess. I have no clue.
I'm not gonna look it up. Explain it to me, Wise Wolf.
I have no clue. I've never heard of a shump mechanic unless that's a misspelling
Neither
or
have
something.
I.
How much water does this guy have in this little pot?
Quite a bit. It keeps spilling out, unless it's a sweat.
That's just weird. Well, I mean, considering how much he's
Have you seen what this man is doing with a hammer? Oh, does Video Game Donkey still exist? Wow.
Yeah, he's still
Okay.
around.
Why?
I mean, I don't know, because he has a lot of subs and he makes videos. Why else does anyone exist?
Why, the videos are terrible.
Well, I mean, I think he's entertaining. He makes entertaining videos. His reviews are just shit. Like, he's not
That's
a good reviewer of games. I don't like his takes on anything, really.
Brandon Merriman says, "Hi, E-Man, why are you playing garbage?"
How dare you, sir? This game is a masterpiece.
Also, shump apparently means shoot 'em up.
Oh, so it is like Mass Effect.
I don't know. I'm playing Mass Effect 2 actually right now, but well, not at this moment. I'm doing a
So,
playthrough.
the thing I said earlier about the CDPR thing, I mean, the only two monetization schemes that I've ever seen working fine, not really being intrusive or like sounding like greedy scumbag behavior, is if you do what are essentially what are the words for them? I don't think they're called season passes. They're called like battle passes. I think that's what they're called. Like Rainbow Six does them all the time. Battle passes. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And then the other thing is, like, if you want to make it so it's just a bunch of skins that you pay for with real money, not in-game currency that you can convert with real money, actual money. Like, those are the only two that I see is, like, it's not too bad. And it's just a bunch of, like, and they're not, like, super overpriced like an Anthem or some shit.
Oh, hey, Southpaw's in here? Since when?
Southpaw's not here, is he?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
just spoke in your general chat.
Hold on. Let me pause that. Oh, he said hello, Baowen the Blessed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's just saying hello, Baowen.
Apparently he's in here. Fair enough.
Hmm.
Okay. Well,
Hold on a
so
second.
let us continue. Oh, hello, Southpaw.
Oh,
Hello?
Southpaw joined. Hello.
Yes.
Are you here to watch me suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg.
Also,
My
Bilbo,
arm.
I will pronounce your name however I want to pronounce your name. Thank you very much.
Shut up. Why does he make that terrible noise whenever he climbs something?
What, his grunting?
Yeah.
Again, have you seen what this poor guy is doing with a bloody hammer?
Being a retard.
I would be grunting if I was doing this.
You know, like, hey, the thing about, since you mentioned the thing with G&G, I want to say, like, you know what, something I'd really love to have a conversation with
What?
about something? I would love to know what Anita Sarkeesian's opinion on the Epic Game Store is.
Why?
I want to see what she thinks of it, because then it will tell me if she actually gives a damn about the
She
business
thinks it's
practices of the game.
sexist. There. I finished.
The Epic
I
Game
gave it.
Store? How?
I don't know, but I'm sure it is.
Come on, you.
Well, I just wanted to thank you, E-Man, for being a part of the stream, and it was a really fantastic podcast episode. And you did a great job with helping explain some stuff to like sort of bridge the gap a little further between me and Jeremy, and I appreciated that. You know.
Mm-hmm. It was nice. Thanks for letting me. I mean, I wish Buzzax was there as well, because he's actually played the original tabletop RPG, so he knows more than I do.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, the thing it was nice to talk about it. I'm glad you guys cleared some of the air between you.
Who was the blue fella? I only came in
That
towards
is
the end.
Evan Monroe.
Who?
He's the guy who made what were those videos, Southpaw? You said they were very good.
It was art is not subjective. That was the first
Oh.
video. Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second, folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna find him. What was his name? E-Man?
His name is Evan Monroe.
Evan Monroe. Is that his YouTube name?
I think Mahler shouted him out in the EFAP that's going on right now, because he liked his video.
Okay, Evan Monroe. Art is not subjective. Okay. It's made 1 month ago and only has 500 views. What?
Needs more.
Who's this guy? Okay, like, way to have a really controversial topic just go completely under the radar. Fair enough.
Shit. Come on. Come on.
Come on, you can do it. I believe. I believe.
I'm still fucking lamps.
Lamps. E-Man's gonna have nightmares of the lamps tonight.
Like I usually, I come on. Angry Joe made that joke. Was like, holy shit, that's a good looking lamp. No, this is like me, the opposite of that one. Like, this is the worst lamp. Oh, I hate this lamp.
Brown Table's having a heart attack from that statement. I'm assuming he means
Yes.
Arts.
Yes.
You made it!
Yes.
You made it!
Yes.
I'm so
Where the
proud!
hell am I? Where the hell
don't
am
know.
I? And what the fuck is this? What, is this a building? What the hell?
Yeah, you gotta get.
Why
building.
is there a cinder block just attached to the pillar?
Why not? Oh no!
Look at
I thought you were
this.
gonna-
Look at this. This cinder block is just it looks like it's just glued
Yes.
onto the pillar.
You can do it, man. I believe you've made it higher than ever before.
Sh-
The sky's the limit. Oh,
and
you
also,
almost fell
those
off
are
again.
those are the explosive barrels from Half-Life 2 in the background.
Yes. So he actually said at the beginning that a B game often uses a bunch of reused assets.
But isn't that
so,
illegal?
No.
What do you mean? If those are the assets from Half-Life 2, isn't that not allowed?
Well, red barrels. No one has a
Copyright on those?
copyright on a red barrel. That's ridiculous. But yeah. Yo no!
Come on. Hey, Sal,
You
are
can
you
do
still
it,
here?
man. No, he left. I'll let you know if
Oh.
he comes back.
Okay.
He had to pop off
I
and
wanted
do
to thank him
something or another.
I wanted to thank him for a movie recommendation that I watched.
Oh, which one?
He recommended a movie called Prisoners. It was very good.
Oh, what year?
2000. Actually, let me double check on that.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. You're busy. You're busy. I'll look.
Okay.
You're doing God's work.
Did Salkin get here? He did,
he
right?
made it. No, I don't think he had. No, he never made it up this high.
He didn't get here? That's
No.
interesting.
He fell off 10 times from the very top of that last one where you fell off a couple times and rage quit. Couldn't do anymore.
What the hell? I can't. I
Um,
have to swing myself on that black thing.
so Prisoners, 8.1 on IMDb, 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, 74% on Metacritic. Keller Dove, he measured faces.
It's very dark, I will say. It's a very dark film.
Okay.
Well, it's about child kidnapping. I'd assume it'd be dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a comedy about child kidnapping.
I mean, yeah, it's basically like it goes in the whole thing about how, you know, the more a person's missing, the more the chances that they're dead, you know, that kind of stuff. The longer it lasts, which is pretty messed up. I mean, I'd hate to lose one of my kids like that if I ever get them. You know,
Yeah.
it's terrible. And yeah, it goes in directions I did not expect,
Oh, okay.
and not in the Ryan Johnson way, in an actually good way.
So, are you saying that your expectations were subverted?
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast
Oh,
digital
no.
landfill that we call the internet.
He's
It
talking
now
again.
vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
See, I disagree with him here because our A movies are trash.
Yeah, some of them are really bad.
And that's his point, that we've built a culture out of trash, which is why
No,
all of
I
our
also
favorite
don't agree with
franchises
the
suck.
people who say like, "Oh, all modern games are terrible. There's no good ones. All of them suck." And I don't agree with that at all either.
Mhm.
Like the people that are like, "Yeah, all modern games are terrible. I ditched them." I'm like, that's
No,
good for you, but like,
not really.
how the heck are you supposed to get through here?
You're supposed to swing across the
And
bottom.
am I supposed to monkey
So-
bar this?
Yes, monkey bar.
Okay then. Someone asked what the plot's about.
You just kind of explained it. Children being kidnapped. And...
Yeah, basically it takes place on Thanksgiving. Basically, yeah, that's a nice little thing there, isn't it?
Wise Wolf agrees that all of our stuff is
Oh,
trash.
fuck.
To live is
Oh,
to
shit.
suffer.
Oh,
To survive
almost.
is to find some meaning in the
Almost.
suffering.
To live
Written
is
shit.
to suffer.
Yes, to live is to suffer. I almost I almost fell. God.
All the way back down. That's the great thing about this game. At any moment, you can fall all the way back to the beginning. Alright, let's see. Debates are the big gay knobs.
No bullshit.
I mean, this is true.
God, no bullshit versus replicant. I still unironically want to see that.
I got on too late to see the Twitter storm. He'd already deleted everything. What was he saying?
He was basically making fun of Jay's appearance. You know,
Wow.
the classic like the playground. Your teeth are too small or too far apart and that kind of shit.
I mean, yeah, at least he's consistent. Credit there, I guess.
Does he constantly mock other people's appearances on his videos? I don't watch him.
Not on his videos. On his videos, he tries to at
How do
least
you even
put on
swing on
aura.
this?
You just swing back and forth. It's pretty easy, actually. It's an Aristotle thing from Big Ideas Baggins.
Big
And if
idiots.
debates...
No,
yeah.
fuck.
Life is a mosaic
No!
of pleasure and pain. Grief is the Peace is the interlude between two wars.
No.
You have no rose without a thorn. The diligent picker will avoid the pricks and gather the flower.
I'm just watching the stream
Satya
now to see
Sai Baba.
when everyone gets to see this.
God damn it! God damn it! Fuck! God
I'm sorry.
fucking damn it!
Arch! I just watched on the stream. Alright, they just saw the stream. I can't wait to see. All the way back to the beginning.
Number of devastating falls 6. Thank you so much.
Oh, fine.
All right. Well,
Hi, Southpaw.
Oh, South's
Hello.
back.
yeah, I'm back. I have a thing that I had to take care of. Um, now, Alan, was there something that you wanted to say to me during that little debate that we had? The
No,
the one that I had with Jeremy.
I said what I wanted to say through E-Man. One of the things he said was just what I typed out.
About the whole Jeremy's right that his target audience will understand what he said. Yeah, like I don't
Yes.
disagree with that. The thing is, when you upload a video to YouTube, and I think I would imagine that Jeremy, being the type of person who cares about getting more subscribers, gaining subscribers, that was a big point of his. He was like, a lot of it, like the things I'd say, he just say, okay, well, it's working for me though. Like I'm still getting subscribers from this. It's like as if that means that it's quality, which, you know, when you have folks like Quentin Reviews, Movie Bob, whatever, gaining subscribers, like that doesn't really matter much.
Is Movie Bob still gaining subscribers?
Oh, he
Okay,
works
that's a bad
for
example.
the Escapist. I think.
Oh, right. The Escapist is probably still getting
That's-
subs, right?
Well, I think he has his own channel. Point is, you have look. There's terrible content creators that still get like a bunch of subscribers, right? How many subscribers you have does not have any bearing on the actual quality of your content. And I was just focused on the quality of the content that was being put on Geeks and Gamers, and it wasn't like the unfortunate thing was because I was the one doing all the talking. It sounded like as if I was trying to speak from authority. Even though I'm a smaller channel, and there's obviously some people in Jeremy's audience that did not take that well. The funny thing is, they are, like they often are, they lacked information about stuff that happened prior to Jeremy and me talking. Like, again, pretty much everyone being on the same page that the video was bad. And so, did you, Alan, watch the coverage that we did of Jeremy's video before Jeremy came on?
I did not, but I just
Okay.
assumed you were right.
So yeah, it's just like we've got. I mean, I had Wolf in there with me.
Well, see, this thing, I don't know you that well, but Mahler was in there. It's like, okay, I trust Mahler. If he says it's bad, it was probably bad.
Yeah, well, Mahler wasn't doing the coverage itself, but like Wolf and I basically, you know, recapped it, and Jay was there, so it was just look, and everything's fine with me and Jeremy now. Like I don't have any issues with him. I mean, obviously there were some impasses that we hit in the conversation. I don't agree that, like, again, I felt like what I said about how him saying, "Oh well, I'm getting more subscribers out of this, and so that's what's working for me." It's like, okay, that's great, but now that you have like 200,000 subscribers, like, how would it kill you to do like a little bit of research beforehand, do a little bit of preparation? You know, I'm it's like, it's weird because I'm having to offer advice to someone who is A, older than me, B, more successful than me, C, more experienced at this YouTube thing than
Well,
I am. But
It just seems to go back to that question that Rags posed. Why not be good? Like,
Yeah.
even if the other way is working, why not be good?
well, the funny thing is that people in the chat that were on Jeremy's side were acting as if I was like policing. It's like, okay, criticizing is not policing. Like if I, you know, I get that that's what, like, how it might try to come across, but I think if you are a part of my community and you have a bad take, I don't think that you are immune to criticism because we share a community or we share an idea about Disney Star Wars being trash. You know, I agree with much of Jeremy's opinions on Disney Star Wars. I agree that, I mean, you might have to search a little while to find like an opinion on Star Wars from Jeremy that I disagree with.
The vertical
You know,
wall here
I
has a way
overall
of getting it harder the more
sympathize
times you
with
try
his
it.
perspective.
I think anger makes you swing the
However,
hammer
a
harder,
lot of
and that
stuff
can
I
push you
said, like,
away
I
from the
still
wall.
stand by.
Fuck you!
I
Fuck you!
Oh boy, poor
This
E-Man.
bastard telling me swing it harder. Fuck you!
Oh boy, but yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of
I'm sorry,
Geeks and
Biggie Southpaw.
Gamers,
That wasn't towards you. I'm sorry.
So
Oh, it
when
wasn't-
I'm watching him,
I
I've
wasn't-
always seen
yeah.
him as an opinion article, the same
No.
way that I might go to listen to like Ben Shapiro or the Young Turks or something like that. Like I don't go there for news. I go there literally to hear his opinion on something.
Yeah.
Which does have value to it if you value that person's opinion. I value it in the sense that I think he represents a fairly large part of gaming culture, which is becoming increasingly right. I'm not going to say extreme because they're not. If anything, they're normal, but you know, paranoid but normal.
Yeah. Now, Ultimate Agent. I wasn't saying that you were saying I was policing, but there was a couple people in there that was acting as if I was, or saying,
No, I know, I saw.
accusing me of being. Well, I was talking to Ultimate Agent in Eman's chat. There was one person saying, "Wow, Southpaw, try to be more condescending or something." It's like, look. So I made an 80-minute long video trashing Shazam. I have no experience
this is
as a
very
filmmaker.
difficult.
Yeah, you can do it, man. I believe.
Come on, I have to go
Do it.
so slowly.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe. You can do it, E-Man.
Come on, Eman.
Yeah! You can do it! Shimmy! Also remember at the end of this to make a good jump, because otherwise you'll fall back to the beginning.
What?
Don't worry about it. Anyways.
Okay, so again, I'm a critic. I have called Toy
Maybe
Story
this is
4
what
trash.
digital culture
I have
is.
called
A
Terminator.
monstrous
hold up.
mountain
We
of
have to
trash,
listen
the
to that.
ash heap of creativity's fountain. A
must.
landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Okay, words of wisdom from Fody. Moving on.
Okay, so I have called Terminator Dark Fate trash. I have called Toy Story 4 trash. I have called Shazam a bad movie. You know, I don't have any experience or credentials as a filmmaker, but I can still see like certain
Alan,
aspects of it
One
that
question: Can I fall through those planks?
Yes.
What? Why? But why? Why would you do that?
Why not?
What is this? A jacuzzi? What is this? A mini golf
This
course?
3D model
Now
is
start going the other
Gen X's
direction.
fanfic
Go up.
novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on
I
Live Leak.
can't hook
Facebook's
onto
got
that.
lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic
my
failed
point in
chips,
bringing
Russian
these movies
dash
up
cam
is, like,
vids,
even
discussions
though
of
I'm not a
McRibs,
filmmaker myself, and
discarded,
I've got no
forgotten,
experience with it, I can still
unrecycled,
like point out,
muddled,
hey, that's
rotten,
bad, that's
untitled.
wrong, that's an objective flaw, and I can do the same thing with YouTubers. I can do the same thing with. I mean, that was
No,
kind of the
E-Man!
point of this.
Hold up, I need to save him. E-Man, don't fall for it! Don't fall for it!
Don't fall for what?
Go the other way!
What? I can't reach that banana tree.
Why not?
I can't hook onto it.
No,
Look.
just launch yourself onto the roof. The banana tree isn't there.
Oh,
It's fake.
okay. What am I falling for exactly?
If you go the other direction, you fall back to the beginning.
Come on.
Oh wait, is the banana tree fake? I think you can grab it. Grab it. You
Oh,
can.
and just to be clear here, I don't like necessarily hate Shazam or whatever. I just had a very fun time like doing an 80-minute video ripping it apart because I thought that it was kind of like overrated, and I thought it
To
was
this
fun
day,
to sort
it's
of.
my favorite video from you, Southpaw. It's my
Thank you.
favorite.
I
And it has my favorite quote from you as well. Do you guys remember good writing? Yep, love that quote.
So now you can go on top of the monkey bars.
What is this, a
But-
bathtub?
Yes.
But yeah, like podcasts like, you know, EFAP and my podcast, you know, like it's just we watch videos, we criticize them, you know?
hmm
And like I said, you know, I think that if Jeremy is communicating himself in a way that makes it easy for people to misinterpret what he's saying, I think that it's
The hell?
beneficial to point that out and say, hey, you know, maybe look out for this.
Well, I forgot this part, you man. Try to launch yourself up there.
You can't really hook onto this. It slides.
No, yeah, that's like I said, launch. See if you can hit that metal bit. I forgot about this part. I forget what I do. Maybe I do. I forgot the other, but that doesn't make sense because that leads to the pit.
Wrong way. Why does it say wrong way?
Oh, apparently it is the wrong way. He's giving you a warning.
How the hell am
Yeah.
I supposed to...
Go the other way.
What do you mean the other way? There's no other way.
Yes, there was. There was something across the pit. It's just I remember if you go too far to the left, you fall back to the beginning.
So it was lying to me?
There is a pit. No, it's trying. It's both telling you the truth and lying. It's metatextual.
Sounds like that sounds like meta-narrative BS I hear from Movie
Yes.
Bob. Yeah, but this is like Movie Bob the game. Okay.
Don't insult Movie Bob like that.
mean, I don't even know what this is. Can I even land on that over there?
Yeah, you can. It's there.
All right.
It's a very oddly shaped house. Also, somebody just called you rip-off EFAP, Southpaw.
I mean, basically, yeah, that's sort of what it is.
I
Totally
mean,
fine.
No.
at this point,
No, no,
anyone
no.
who makes... Oh, no!
Almost.
You almost fell off.
Almost fell.
But yeah,
How far am I
basically, if anyone makes a stream that's over 3 hours long, someone's gonna call it a rip-off EFAP.
And if you're going to do it for like doing it with a watch together, and you've got the Discord heads in the chat, like it's very much EFAP's aesthetic. And again, it's like it's a sister podcast, you know. But
What's
the idea,
funny is if you're going by date, you could argue EFAP is a rip-off. of
Everything's
PSA
fresh for
Sitch.
about 6 seconds
Yeah.
until some newer thing beckons, and we
well,
hit refresh.
The
And
idea
there's
is
years of
you know, sort
persevering,
cover the stuff that
disappearing
EFAP,
into the pile, out of
hasn't
style,
covered or won't
out of
cover,
sight.
You know, that's the goal. Is like, you know, there's more ground that we can cover. We can,
Is it bad?
You know.
I want you to fall. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're a terrible person, Mactech.
Okay, sorry for interruption. Southpaw, continue. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's
just like
it's your
between
stream.
you
I'm
and like
rating your stream.
it's between you and like this game. Oh shit!
Oh, good save! Good save!
How do I climb this? What the hell?
You can do it, I
Oh.
believe.
Someone also in the chat referred to me as like a coattail rider or something because
Yeah,
I'm
I saw
friends- It's like what? So I can't be fucking friends with Mauler or Wolf now? Give me a fucking break.
Oh no, people said the same thing about Mahler when Sargon came on that one time.
Yeah, it's like
Sargon has more subs than him.
No, they were calling Mahler a coattail rider. Like they
Oh,
were
but
saying
that's
he was
not- that's
sucking
not
off
fair
on
at all.
Sargon. No, it's not.
They didn't even know
The
each
only
other before.
the
that.
only way that you can definitively call someone a coattail rider, I call them power chasers. Is the type of people you see who like switch friends all the time. They just go after whoever's the most popular in the room and stuff like that. Which I'm not. I don't know much about you, Southpaw, but I'm assuming you haven't swapped from Patrick Willems to Mahler.
wait, swapped from Patrick Williams to Mauler? What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, that would make you a coattail rider if you went from Patrick Willems to Mahler when Mahler became more popular. But if you didn't do that, then that's. I'm giving an example here of why you're not a
Is this
coattail
like
rider.
this
Help me out here.
vertical shear is just like what is this?
It's frustration because it's frustrating. I don't fucking know.
Oh hello.
There's
Raimi
more
fan.
people in here now. Yep.
Wait, more
it's
people?
Also me.
Yeah.
It's just-
Hey.
Are we intruding or?
No, I'll take anyone who wants to join because like God, this game is frustrating.
Are we are we being entertaining right now?
More so than this game,
No,
which is
you're
just
a
causing
terrible
pain.
person.
Oh, thank you, Aelin.
I know.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
No shit.
The perfect.
Come on, you.
Oh boy. Anyways, so Southpaw, I'm gonna ask you a question. It will determine whether or not you are a good critic. Okay? Are you ready?
Okay.
Do you agree that Food Fight is the greatest film ever made?
That is objectively true.
Exactly. See, I told you he was a good
My
reviewer,
favorite part
guys.
of
I
that
told
movie-
you.
All right, okay, test me on it. I want to see if I pass.
Raimi, I want you to describe to me how great Food Fight is.
Oh, it's amazing. The animation, the character design, the actual characters,
Shit.
the writing.
Shit!
Oh
No!
With a new grasp claims as it has been, but not with the cold fire that closes round me this year. William Carlos Williams.
Oh my god.
Oh God!
Oh boy.
Damn it!
I was about to say, good luck, man. I must go.
No!
I'm gonna watch the stream for when they see it. Oh boy. All the way back to the beginning.
Why?
Oh boy.
Oh my
Oh my god. I'm the best type of friend to have.
Yeah.
I made Eamon play this.
Why Why did I die so many times playing Doom?
In case you were, by the way, E-Man, you were confused earlier why this would be a keyboard smashing game despite not being needing a. Do you feel the need to smash something right now?
Kind of.
Oh no!
Oh boy. I'm a part of Comicsgate and we value writing, says Ultimate Agent 25. What is Comicsgate?
Was this thing where this guy got like blacklisted from writing for comics, and so like he made his own, I think.
Wasn't he the guy who basically wrote the Green Lantern stuff? I forget. I could be wrong with that, so correct me on wrong. Correct me on that, chat.
That was terrible. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to make it back there.
Oh, I'm so fucking sorry about that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that progress. It's like
Oh,
this is
it's
like soul. What
gone.
is that? Soul crushing fail number 3.
This is like being in the Last Jedi.
You
Oh,
want to know
God.
the best part
It's like
is
it's like at the top of this thing is Ryan Johnson. And he's just gonna push me back off.
Yeah.
No. You know what's even no. It's not Ryan Johnson. It's D&D.
No, that's even worse.
and then they're gonna start stepping on your fingers and say, "Long live the king."
But he said, "Ride the snake boy."
Although I suppose in their
What's
case
the
it would be
snake
"Long
boy?
live the queen." Ride the snake. Oh right, at the very end of the game, there's a right and left decision, and if you take the snake, you go all the way back.
Oh, that's mean. That's evil.
I don't think I got that far. I just stopped the game after it was just becoming such a fucking frustrating piece of shit.
Like I
just
said, it
stopped.
took me 11 hours to finish this game. It was struggle.
On what? Like, was it on a weekend or
It was over a long period of time. I took it very slowly.
like you did it over multiple sessions, or was it all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe I've gotten farther than this.
Yeah. It's not a big deal if he falls at this point. But
Still, though,
Comicsgate started with Richard C. Martin. Speaking of comics, I'm not sure if any of you guys follow
Don't
Star
listen to
Wars
Bounding into
Explained or whatever.
Yeah, don't listen to
Comics Explained. I've heard of this guy. Yeah, what happened?
He is on strike with Star Wars comments because it's with Star Wars comics. Jesus, I can't speak. Because apparently they've been super lazy in the art to the point where they're just copying, like, just tracing over outlines
Are
for
you
other stuff.
serious?
Including one point where apparently an entire scene in one of the comics was somebody's models that they had set up in a picture
Oh
that
my
they just
God.
traced over and put in. And the reason you could tell that
Can I see
is
that?
because the idiots hadn't removed the pegs. So all of the ships still had the pegs that you put the stands
oh my
on
God.
Can I see
sticking
that?
out of the bottom of them.
Hold on, who's the guy who fucking traced who traced the artwork of like porn, who traced the art and shit like that? He even like traced porn stars, I think.
I don't know.
There's some guy, I forget his name, he did for Ultimate Comics, and that shit was fucking terrible. So, if that guy was one of the
The
artists...
fuck? Damn it!
Oh,
Ah! Oh fuck! Really?
fuck you, game. Right
Oh
there,
boy. Another
right
good
there.
music choice.
You know, the song's not that bad, but the content of this game, fuck it.
Happy as a goon in June. Yeah, I'm not happy. And it's not June.
Oh boy. But yeah,
Can I
I'm
actually see
see if I
that
can find
picture, Aylin? I want to see
Yeah,
that.
yes. Yeah, I want to see that as well.
That sounds
Hello?
freaking hilarious to think that someone actually published that.
I'll see if I can find
Lily
it.
Alvin put a perfect song when this comes tumbling down. Yeah, it's a good song. It's just, fucking hate it. Because of this. Kind of hate it. I don't know.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was gonna ask Aylin.
Yeah.
My favorite part of Food Fight. Oh no, I was gonna say. My favorite part of Food Fight is when the sales dude comes in, the guy who sells the brand decks. That's my favorite part. He's
Oh, yeah, that part where-
he's played by Christopher Lloyd as well.
He looks like a rat.
He looks like
Oh, sorry, I got it wrong. It was Eckhart's Ladder.
Oh, I know him.
I'll see if I can find which
It's
part.
funny.
of the
He was
video
he's a very avid Star Wars like person, but like he couldn't even defend the Last Jedi. He
Did
found
he
it
defend The Force
indefensible.
Awakens by any chance?
He did.
Okay.
He was one of those people.
Yeah, I
who's
defended
like,
The Force Awakens at the time, but it's like, no, fuck you. This
At the
shit's
current in the
terrible.
current day, the fucking in the current day, like in the Force Awakens, because of the Last Jedi, it's just terrible.
Yeah, like Force
Okay, I'm
Awakens-
gonna send it
like,
to
his
you guys.
Force Awakens was I enjoyed it at the time because I was like, okay, the sequel's gonna explain this, and it never happened, and we got the Last Jedi instead.
So if you go to 629 of that, you can actually see the picture in the comic alongside the models that have been posted on this other guy who makes the models for a living. For
Did
like
he find out about? Was he the guy who found out about this?
Who?
The creator, or is it somebody else?
This is Eckhart's Ladder, and apparently somebody noticed the similarities and reported it.
Yeah, this is a good comment. Fans
Oh, you-
tried to make us. This is a good comment. This is a good comment. Fans try to make a Star Wars game. Disney lawsuit. Also, Disney steals fan art.
Yeah, that's
But
actually kind
look,
of
you can
accurate.
see the pegs sticking out of an A-wing for the
I have
stand.
to.
Let me
I
see
have to
that.
shout. I have to shout out this wise wolf in the chat. I want to see Wolf play this game while high.
Yes,
Sense,
I
because
still
there's
want
no
anyone to
livable
beat
art
Fab
that
Crew
can
to
suit
play
them,
this.
and-
Like it'd just be great.
What's the
Oh
timestamp on
no,
that?
you would make Wolf the
629.
precious fuck.
You can see the
I
two
love it.
pictures lined up, and you can see the pegs sticking out of the different vehicles that shouldn't have them. Because that's where the stands go.
Oh wow, you're right. Oh my god.
Oh my
How do you miss
God,
that?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, how do you miss that? Look.
It's absolutely awful. And I don't know how.
Is this like a previous battle before the Force? Sorry.
No,
before-
this is after. This is the comic explaining how the Mon Cals got brought against the First Order after Episode 8.
This is so stupid. Why?
Because
why
for
the fuck,
some reason they weren't against them already.
Why the fuck would they?
I don't think we
trace
ever
what-
see the offensive capabilities of these ships anyway. Do they even have defensive turrets? They don't use
I
them.
Probably
mean,
not.
so
Probably not.
Eckhart's Letter brings this up in kind of an offhand way, just as a, like, oh yeah, and by the way, the Star Destroyer managed to destroy an enemy ship that had its shields up from a massive distance away with a turret that's apparently on the underbelly.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Is
I
the
found
turret
some
on the
bad-
underbelly?
Oh, I found.
What,
I
like the
got some-
Maleficent class destroyers
bad
that the
news,
CIS
people.
use?
I got.
No, like the Imperial Star Destroyers are focused primarily on the top side, has all of their turbo lasers and stuff like that. This one apparently shoots from the bottom
Okay.
for some reason.
Oh, I got some bad news. I got some fucking bad news.
What happened?
Oh,
Where is it?
just look at the VC.
Dude,
text
stop
talk.
saying dude. Oh yeah, PG-13 Predator TV series? Yeah, we already talked
Yeah, I
about
heard
that.
about that. Like, please no.
Oh no.
Stop! It's already dead. Stop! Stop!
PG-13.
Oh right, they think your game crashed, Demon.
No, my name didn't crash.
No, we're just talking about
I
stuff,
just had
guys.
to
I
pause
wanted
to
show
see that
something.
screen of that thing.
Yeah, no.
that,
I
like,
just found out.
yeah, that's like.
I just found out.
You know what that would be like, Aelin?
Just.
What?
Alan, that would be like if you tried to make it like one of like if the Marvel's trying to do those 40K comics, right? It would be like if somebody took a picture of somebody's 40K army and they traced over it and they left the base and
Exactly.
they left the bases on.
Exactly. Like, if you're gonna steal art, at least put in the bare minimum of effort of getting rid of the pegs.
Yeah, or the bases.
Speaking of Marvel, did you guys hear that Ultraman just got coming to Marvel?
Ultraman, who's that?
It's a Toku series. It's something I'm into. I'm not looking for that. With the current state of how Marvel is, I'm expecting to get some identity politics in a fucking giant monster series. I don't want that. Please no.
I think it'll be fine. I have faith.
Are you serious about that, or?
No.
Hey, I'm back. Yay!
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
we're
back
back.
up there.
Yay,
Nice.
We're back, everyone.
But
We're-
See, guys, I'm just gonna tell you now. I think episode 9 is irrefutable proof that God exists, and he hates all of us.
Yeah, most likely.
I think that he
God-
just doesn't care.
God is
Is-
D&D. God is actually secretly D&D in disguise.
He's a cruel
Is
god.
Ultraman Marvel? I don't know. Who's Ultraman? What?
No,
Ocean
Ultraman is a
Man.
no. Okay, Ultraman is a Toku series from Japan. It's a big ass franchise in Japan, and Marvel's doing something in Marvel's making a comic series of that. And
Okay.
with the current state of modern Marvel comics, I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I'm glad it's coming over, but I don't want it through this. Maybe some other comic company, but no, not this.
Eh.
Yeah.
By the way, Southpaw.
Yeah.
So I looked through your channel. There aren't very many videos. Like, how did you
Of all
private
sad
some of them?
words,
Or?
of tongue or
Yes.
pen, the saddest of these.
Oh boy.
It might have been
Fuck off.
John Greenleaf Whittier.
But yeah. So you haven't been making videos for very long, or?
Yeah, I only I used to make videos about Uncharted multiplayer way back in the day, like Uncharted 3 when that was a popular or somewhat popular game. And I stopped that in early 2013. And then because of Ren's reviews video on Mission Impossible Fallout, I was like, all right, them's fighting words. I watched the video.
It was bad.
I fucking hated it, and
This
so
was
I
bad.
decided, and I was like, I'm gonna make a fucking video on this. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna make an hour-long response to this video. It's going to get 12 views, and I'm gonna be perfectly okay with it. Fucking end up on EFAP as a result. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That was
And then-
great. That was actually my first introduction to you. It's like, holy shit, is this guy to get him EFAP? It turns out he fucking does. So congrats on that.
Thank
And
you.
then I
Yeah.
come on-
So what video was that? I'm looking for it.
It was Ren reviews of Mission Impossible and like E-Man. I mean, fucking Southpaw responded to that. I can't believe I mistaken you for E-Man. about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Well,
sad.
apparently, I think it's E-Man and Jay are the same people. So
Wait,
Yeah.
Jeremy, me, and Jay are the same person.
I can believe it. It would explain
It's the new
so
lore.
much. Explains so
E-Man's the
much.
T1000, guys. He's the T1000. He
Well,
just-
Alan,
Yeah.
did you?
I'm also Alfarius. Oh my god.
So, Alan, are you did you see the first EFAP stream that I appeared on?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
all of the events.
Okay, yeah. That was it. Was just like I was in the chat in 27. I got shouted out by Wolf. Wolf decided, hey, let's bring this dude in the chat that saw this film in theater 6 times, and he'll debate Ren, and that happened. And then I've gotten to stream with the other guys a few times since then, and today
Fair
was the
enough.
latest day.
It's a
and-
nice little community we've built.
yeah,
It is funny.
it is.
I actually said I don't use my Twitter very often, and during the Jenny Nichols thing, I actually said I sent this tweet to her, and I'm not kidding, where I say, "Look, Jenny, on the one hand, I appreciate that you're willing to meet EFAP head on. It's been a long time since somebody has tried, but there's no way in hell you can win here."
You failed.
Oh shit! They're going over Evan's video now.
Are they?
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Wait. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me see this.
Yeah, pop that open in a new tab.
I'm gonna quickly have a look at this real quick.
Yeah,
Give me
same
a-
here.
So how do I get over this without falling then, Alan?
That's a good question.
Oh shit, they are. Yay, that's great. Fringy left, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
There we go. Alright. Well, we're back where we started now.
Yay.
That should be fun.
Let's hope you
Ooh.
don't. Let's hope you don't screw up.
No! Fuck. Almost. I didn't know this was here. I didn't know this was here at all.
Great.
No! Fuck. Christ. Okay. Now,
Okay.
how the fuck do I climb this?
So go over. Keep going over. can do it. I believe. No, I think you have to launch yourself up and get the rake.
The rake. But if I, there's a
there's a
chance
rake
I'll
up
fly
above.
too far and I'll.
Yes, that's the chance you have to take, E-Man. E-Man, if you had one chance, one shot.
No! Close.
Did you just orgasm, Raimi?
Shit! No! Come on. Stay.
I can't be the only one who heard that. Come on, chat. When you get to this part, confirm Raimi just orgasm.
Somebody
Confirm.
Please, somebody please
Confirm.
take a sound. Somebody please take a soundbite of that and just.
Put that in a game somewhere.
Yes.
Make that one of the. No!
If you try to please audiences,
God damn
uncritically
it!
accepting their taste, it can only mean that you have no respect for Andrei Tarkovsky.
Even do not break.
Oh, E-Man, can you give a explanation to Epsilon of why is there a guy in a pot? Can you give your best explanation?
He was cursed by a witch who tried to turn him into a newt, but the spell only worked halfway, so only half of his body is a newt, and he's inside of the pot. There.
Alright, we do have confirmation of orgasm as well, so.
Okay, so I have a
It's okay
question
though.
for you.
He'll get better.
I'll have have a bigger one.
Uh,
I'll do the.
oh
figuring.
boy.
God, Alan, what time is it? It's 11:30.
It's,
I might have to
yeah,
go to
it's
bed
getting late for
soon.
you. Yep.
Yeah, because good lord, this is pain.
All right, quick question. Okay, so I know we're on the contention that you can judge
If you
films
need to take a
objectives.
break, it's okay.
Yes.
I've saved your
So,
progress.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He saved your progress, E-Man. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry.
Yeah, fucking right. Okay, so my question was, since there's a thing called art films, can you judge those objectively? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good.
Well, you can, sure.
Now, whether or not that... See, this is where a lot of people have trouble. Whether or not the objective take is valuable is in itself subjective.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, while the standard is objective just because the standard does not change. As long as you establish what your standard is. For example, if my standard is that if there is a Wilhelm scream in a movie, it is good. If there is not, then it is bad. That standard is now objective, as long as it is applied completely evenly.
You mean like
That's
the
fair.
Wilhelm scream itself, or the movie
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
whole?
No, the Wilhelm scream itself.
Well, I mean, like you can't. I mean, you're saying that just its presence being there is good, though.
Yes.
That's weird.
Well, we have decided that logical consistency is good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The standards we set are completely subjective, but the fact that the standard is consistent
That's what makes
makes
it
it objective. Just like numbers are entirely subjective, except that they are consistent. 1 foot will always remain 1 foot because the standard has been set, therefore making it objective.
Yeah, see, if I always had...
So this-
See, I've always had that kind of part confusing to me, but, like, that seems a lot easier, like, to explain now, knowing, like, the conversations that's been going on.
I'm
So
sure
at
you
least
know this from Raimi. I'm sure you know this from, like, I don't know if you've talked with Ava before. Have you?
I don't... I've talked to Aelin a few
Not
times,
Aelin,
'cause-
Ava.
Oh. Yeah, I've talked to Ava.
He's very aggressive. You know him?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he shares this opinion, like, for example, with the Mauler server. He says, like, the term objective needs to be striked from the dictionary because people use it incorrectly.
No, fuck that.
And he says
No.
it should be struck from the dictionary because people use it incorrectly. I kind of agree with him.
People use the term liberalism wrong, and people use the term...
People
Fuck.
can
The
use-
reason I kind of
People
agree with him is
people
because
use-
people like
terms
say like
incorrectly.
I don't know, people like say things like, you know, like this thing is objectively good, stop saying it's bad or something like that.
So they're wrong. Just because someone's using a word wrong doesn't mean that word now has no meaning.
Basically,
Yeah.
it's the idea that like
Words
you
can
can't
have
really
different
you can't really say
Words
things
have-
are objectively good or bad because it's pointless. Like the term objectively good, it's like an oxymoron. Like it doesn't the two words shouldn't be used together, something like that.
Yeah. See, people can see. There's words that are see. There's a thing called words, and people can use them in wrong or right ways.
What are...
Well,
those?
okay, there's different kinds of definitions for them. It's just how
Rami, I'm gonna simplify it even further. It doesn't matter if people keep telling me that the OK sign is a sign of white supremacy. It's not,
Yeah.
and I refuse to
or
accept
Pepe,
that. as
Or
such.
Pepe the
That's
Frog.
Yep. You said it better than
Just because you say something does not make it true.
you could have said it
Yeah,
better
otherwise
than
Shazam would be a good movie.
You said it better than any. I cannot speak today. Jesus Christ.
It's okay, I
I'm
can't
not-
speak either.
No, you said it better than anything I could have said. So that doesn't make any sense. But what the hell?
I would hope so. I went to school for a long time to be good at this sort of thing. Yeah, I love how like I'm about to do like a pat on the back for my family here. Like my brothers and sisters are all like engineers and managers of large corporations. I'm over here like I'm just good at talking. That's it. That's my only skill. I became a therapist. I'm just good at talking. Literally my only marketable skill.
And you do that very well.
I thought you were actually a teacher, though.
I was for 2 years.
What caused the change? Just asking.
They offered to pay for my college.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you became a therapist?
Yes.
Are you in that process right now, or are you already got it?
Specializing in... Yes, I work for a company called CARD, the Center for Autism and Related Disorders. I specialize with working with autistic children.
Yeah, but like, are you in the process of getting that, or are you? already got it?
So the way CARD works is they do training on the job.
Oh.
So I do work with the kids, yes, already.
Okay.
And then they will train me through it all, and then I will be allowed to take the tests that will give me the college equivalent things like BCAT, RBT, etc., etc.
Did you so you get to work, hands-on essentially?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Like
pretty
tomorrow, I will be working with a kid and teaching him how to be potty trained, actually. But
Well, you have way more patience than I would.
Yeah, I work with kids in lifeguard. I work with kids since I'm essentially a shadow for a bunch of lifeguards, and I'm part of a class. So I've kind of developed the patience for kids, but not all the way because sometimes they can be little shits that I just I don't want to say anything because then I'm just gonna come off as basically sadistic as fuck. But let's just say.
anything you say now can't be worse than what you just said.
Come
Nope,
across
they
as
can't.
sadistic? What?
When you're talking about children, you just said that you're going to come off as sadistic while talking about children. Literally nothing you say at this point could be worse than that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so yeah, that is something that a lot of people keep saying, is that I'm a teacher and stuff like that. And it was true at the time. I've only been doing therapy for about 9 months now. So yeah.
Okay. That's cool. At least you're getting better pay.
Yeah, better pay, college, benefits, And I get to put my one marketable skill into use.
But when you say college, you mean like you go to classes at a university?
No, the licenses I get are things you'd get from going for 2 to 4 years of college.
Oh,
But I get them
So,
from
like,
working.
I thought you were like, oh, you go there, you work for them, and you go to classes. That's what I was thinking.
Salad King is here. The enlightened salad. E-Man, has Bennett showed you how to love yourself
Salad,
yet?
not now.
But yeah, it's it's.
Did anybody? I have a question about the snake thing for a second. Did anybody break their keyboards from falling on that? Do you know if
Probably.
anybody did? Because like I would love
Probably.
to see some reactions to that. Like people who got really pissed off.
You probably can find those
Look it up.
online. You can probably find those online.
Let's see. Well, I mean, Markiplier threw a chair, but
Oh yeah, he did.
Couldn't even get past the first part with that one.
I think he made it to the end, didn't he?
I'm not entirely sure.
I think so.
But-
Okay,
Yeah, no, he made
guys,
it to the end.
Okay,
I
alright.
think I'm going to end it here.
Fair enough.
I've gotten far enough with this. Jesus
Just
Christ.
pause. Remember, he will save your progress.
Alright. Quit.
But yeah, here you go if you want to watch Markiplier's Rage compilation.
Alright, so I'm going to quit that. Before I do, let me just say goodbye to the stream. I know Salad just showed up, but
Get out of your stream, you're all terrible people.
Fuck off. No one
No,
no
one
one
loves
likes
you.
you. You all have no real families. They're all drones.
Made by us. We created
You're
them.
all,
We
you're all
can
gay.
destroy them.
You're all fucking gay. I have nothing better to say. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Well, so is he, man.
Yeah, I'm gay too.
We all have the big gay, so fuck off.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and peace.
Bye.
Bye.